Continuing the final anti-recaster debunk video. Now, let's get into what you think is the problem with recasting. So actually, there are several problems. First of which is the clear lack of empathy for both Chadwick Boseman himself and the cast and crew of Black Panther. Okay, Saki, I know that at one point you were quoted as saying something to the effect that actors aren't trustworthy. Okay, so if actors aren't trustworthy, why do we have to have empathy for them? Now, granted, what you're about to say about Chadwick is indeed true. Okay, he wasn't a tyrant on set. Okay, he was someone who contributed ideas to bolstering and perpetuating the legacy of T'Challa. Okay, good and fine. This isn't ableism. This is the fortification of a character. Okay, anybody can do that, not just Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman made great contributions to the character, just like Sean Connery made great contributions to the character of James Bond. Roger Moore went on to make more contributions to the character. Okay, recasting's not a bad thing, whether it's in sequence, out of sequence, in canon, out of canon. You recast, you recast. That's a decision. It has nothing to do with anything but somebody deciding for reasons that are purely their own or reasons that are overwhelmingly obvious to recast. Okay? The same anti-Black ableism that made him feel as though he was obligated to keep his cancer secret is the same ableism that recast T'Challa fans are using to call for a recast. Anti-Black ableism. Anti-Black ableism? What's anti-Black about having or wanting a deceased actor to be replaced by another Black actor, and it's not dishonorable because his niece and his brother said that was what he wanted? I don't know about you, but if I want somebody to know something about me and they want to know me truly, intimately, deeply, the real me, talk to my family. You ain't gonna get nothing but a coworker's opinion if you ask coworkers. I can have an emotional connection to my coworkers. It doesn't mean my coworkers know more about me than my family. That right there, Saki, is utter bullshit. Saki, who would you want me to talk to about you? Your coworkers or your family? Yeah, he suffered for the role. This right here, again, more bullshit. A sick Black man can't work and a dead Black man is easily replaced. If you look at a lot of what people in the but the recast T'Challa movement are talking about, they aren't talking about replacing a dead Black man. You hear the words honor when they talk about replacing that man. You hear the words honor when Regina King talked about having Chadwick's name on the side of that train. You hear honor from Marvel Comics when you hear them calling one of the helicarriers the Boseman. You see what I'm saying? Okay, that total and utter bullshit. You just own one at this point. Okay, superheroes don't die. There have been multiple versions of Superman, Batman, and Joker. You know what? I'm a crush this entire paragraph by simply saying this. You're going on about Heath Ledger's Joker and blah, 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 and you're going on about it's okay to recast when an entire franchise is being rebooted. I will shoot that down, Saki, by saying this. Batman, 1989, Michael Keaton. Batman Returns, 1992, Michael Keaton. Those two movies are in the same universe. Batman Forever, 1995, same universe, same actors, same Commissioner Gordon, same Alfred, same people. Different Batman. Batman and Robin, which followed Batman Forever. Different Batman. So you do not have to reboot or reinterpret a universe to recast a character. You're welcome. And if we want to be perfectly direct with it, the Incredible Hulk. That was the same Hulk from the same universe. Not a reinterpretation. Mark Ruffalo is literally a reboot of the Edward Norton character. So I don't even have to read that whole paragraph. Next. But the Hulk actors, blah, 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 were recast. So I already shot that down. Okay, what about the children? Honestly, what about them? Ooh, that's not a way to start a paragraph. Just like with every other poorly conceived movement lately, some version of for the children has been used to give weight to otherwise flimsy arguments. So what about the children is a flimsy argument in mass shootings? Come on now. If you saying F the kids, you saying F the kids in all movements, bro. So think about what you're saying before you start bumping your gums. According to them, recasting is about preserving a hero for Black children. Yes, it's about preserving a hero for all children, but it isn't just about recasting that role for children. It's about recasting it for fans. Fans ain't just children. It's about recasting because that's what the family of Chadwick Boseman has stated they want, not just for the children. Okay? Chadwick Boseman passed away 2.5 years after Black Panther premiered, and it will be another 2 years when Black Panther Wakanda Forever. 4.5 years is not that long in the life of an adult, but in the life of the hypothetical Black child that the recast T'Challa keeps referencing, that would be a lot of time. If the child is still too young to understand that people die and that affects the movies they star in, then frankly, that child was too young for T'Challa's Black Panther to be that important to them. Okay, so what about the ones that are old enough to understand death? So that's just meaningless in their area? Flimsy argument. Children's interests and fixations change too fast. If it's so important to in that specific way, it's entirely because the parent, guardian, weird-ass uncle is telling them so. All right, take offense with that, Saki. I have been a fan of T'Challa, the Black Panther, since I was a wee lad. So, and I know many adults. A lot of the adults, which you are so dismissive about in the recast T'Challa movement, are huge T'Challa / Black Panther fans. Bruh, stop it. Your argument is flimsy as hell. The more I read this article, the more I want to break it down. But I'm already 20 minutes in. Okay. Oh. And for the love of God, stop sharing that very clearly staged picture of the Black boy having a toy funeral. Let the kid rest. Go to my page, Saki, and you'll see pictures of several different Black kids. You saying all of these Black kids stage their funerals? Well, I mean, to a certain degree, doesn't a funeral have to be staged? You can't just walk in and go, you stand here, you stand there, you stand here. We know where the pallbearers are going. We know where the people mourning are sitting. We know where the pastor's going to be. We know where the casket's going. Yeah, of course it's staged. It has to be staged. That's called organization, Saki, excuse me. But representation matters. While not all revolutionary and rarely useful making substantive material, representation is important for Black kids. But the issue I have with framing used by the recast T'Challa people is not about Black kids seeing a powerful nation of uncolonized Black people. I will skip over how the aesthetic of the said nation is filtered through a specific lens, but rather about Black boys seeing a Black man be king. The problem, the supposed representational needs for Black boys and men supersedes both respect and care for an actual dead Black man and the representational needs of Black girls and women. Let me stop you right there, okay? The representation of Black men is rare. The representation of Black men in respectful roles such as kings, damn near non-existent. So you're telling me it's disrespectful to continue the legacy that a dead man started, and by doing so isn't honoring him? That doesn't make sense, Saki. Help me understand where you coming from. Black boys need to see a black queen. Hey, guess what, Saki? T'Challa has a black queen in the comics. The X-Men are coming up in phase 4. Why wouldn't that be perfect? How much money would that get? How much draw would the wedding of T'Challa, the Black Panther, bring to the screen, i.e. tickets? It's perpetuating black love. That has nothing to do with black boys. We want to see that. We're here for that. So that has nothing to do with black boys. Your black boys argument and your black women not being represented is really getting blown out the water at this point. Okay, and let me reiterate again, we did not say we didn't want to see Shuri in the role of the Black Panther. We said we want to see T'Challa. Stop it with the fucking addition by subtraction. You either get a black man or a black woman on the screen. You can't have both. What the fuck is that? That makes no sense, Saki. Help me understand where you're coming from with your argument, because it sounds like you're kind of hateful of a certain demographic, but I ain't gonna go into that. T'Challa versus Shuri, I already shot this down, but I just want to show you how much you don't know. Okay, speaking of Shuri, let's talk about the obvious choice to fill the role of Black Panther and Queen of Wakanda. She was created by Reginald Hudlin in 2005 as the younger sister of T'Challa, who lost out on the role of Black Panther because of a slapstick incident that T'Challa used to his advantage. Then in 2009, Shuri becomes Black Panther in Prince's region after T'Challa is rendered comatose by an attack abroad. What's wrong with following that storyline? What's wrong with that? Then Queen after T'Challa divorces Aurora. Long story, that is a fact. Until she's put into a state trapped between life and death. She later returns as the ancient future with the power of Wakanda's memories, and that has been her status since. Pretty cool character, right? Let me stop you right there. Bruh, you neglect to mention who extricated Shuri from that state of being trapped between life and death. Her brother, T'Challa. Who helped T'Challa get back on his feet when he died and went to the T'Challa to rescue him? His sister, brother and sister working together. Brother and sister assisting one another, brother and sister saving one another. But we can't see that because y'all too busy being opinionated a-holes and not letting a story that's already there, perfect and pristine in its telling, not be told the proper way. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna freeze because I could just totally destroy this article. I could just rip it to shreds. But I think I've gotten it. I'm almost 30 minutes in, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. Okay, I could shred y'all day. I'll probably break this down into a couple of videos. I would love to have a debate with you, Saki, in person on a live, on a Zoom, on StreamYard, something like that. Okay, not this back and forth, post this, post that, and break down what it is that you are clearly misunderstanding. No misogynoir over here, my dude. Okay, we are all for Shuri. I keep dropping that. Anyway, we are all for Shuri being the Black Panther. What we are not for is the wholesale death of Black kings. And if we talking about how long T'Challa's been king in the movie universe, he just took the throne in Black Panther. Just took the throne in Black Panther. So we don't get to see T'Challa reign. Shuri can reign all she wants, but we don't get to see T'Challa reign. And I don't know if Shuri's going to reign and there ain't never going to be anything else. Okay, I don't know. But what I do know is this. T'Challa deserves to be seen for more than just monetizing his death, monetizing the death of Chadwick Boseman. What you are really missing overall, Saki, and here is the bottom line: Disney Studios, Marvel Studios, Ryan Coogler, Nate Moore, and Kevin Feige are all about to profit off of the death of an actor. They would not profit off the death of that actor if the role was recast. Saki, anytime you want to talk, anytime you want to engage, I have no ill will towards you, bro. Edutainment is what I do, okay? You need to be educated because there's things you're not. Clearly, that Shuri explanation tells me you don't read comic books and you don't understand the importance of the character. You were talking about people parroting stuff. You parroted a lot of stuff too. So does that make it okay to parrot information? Like I said, whenever you want to chop it up, I'm here. In closing, I just want to say or call people's attention back to what was said in the previous video and what was said in the blurb on Medium about you, Saki. You said you were about social justice and empathy. Empathy is being able to identify or understand the feelings of another person. This article states you clearly ain't empathic towards the recast T'Challa movement. And you definitely misunderstand it. And not misogynoir, dude. Nothing could be farther from the truth. Nothing could be farther from the truth. Look here, y'all. I'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good to each other.